And again, like my colleague, there's nothing in this motion that I would oppose. I generally support it. And I do want to concentrate my remarks on the Mercosur deal, though, because I feel trade deals between the EU and other countries continue to threaten Irish agriculture, and particularly the Mercosur trade deal, which will see the importation of South American beef into the EU. And it will have a negative effect on Irish beef farmers and Irish exports. Irish agricultural produce is recognised as being of the highest quality and produced to the highest standards worldwide. The Mercosur trade deal, in whatever form, unless it excludes the importation of South American beef, would negatively affect the Irish economy and Irish family farms. The Mercosur trade deal is a bad deal for Irish and for EU farmers, and always has been. And Sinn Féin have been consistent in its opposition to this deal, and will continue to stand with our beef and our poultry farmers in opposing this deal. And I think it must be 6 years ago that I chaired a meeting in Cavan, Monaghan, with farmers and farming organisations who at that stage were worried and opposed to this deal, and they haven't changed their opinion on that in that time. And we all know the issues with the deal in relation to animal welfare standards and traceability, to the environmental consequences of deforestation. I mean, 99,000 tonnes of South American beef and 180,000 tonnes of South American poultry will be imported into the EU as part of this deal. Like, Irish farmers must comply with environmental regulations, with traceability, with animal welfare and other laws, which South American competitors will not have to comply with. South American beef production is associated with the clearing of Amazon rainforest and lower and less well implemented environmental safeguards generally. So it's not acceptable that South American beef costing half the price of Irish beef will be on the menu of restaurants throughout Europe. I mean, Ireland exports 90% of its beef around the world. We're the fifth largest exporter of beef. And it's going to impact on Irish family farms if cheap beef and poultry, which will push Irish produce off the shelves, is introduced into this country. And once it starts, what's to stop the volumes of South American beef and poultry being imported from increasing? The Irish Government must be clear and stand up to Ursula von der Leyen in opposing the ratification of this deal and defending Irish agriculture, and align itself with those other member states who are opposed to the deal. And I do welcome the Minister's statements in relation to that, and said that that is the position they're taking. I just wonder if there's clarification on government MEPs and on their position, because there seems to be different opinions, and I'm open to clarification of this. But Fianna Gael MEP Nina Carberry is on the record for opposing this deal, while Barry Andrews from the Fianna Fáil group is supporting it. So I'm just wondering what the position is there. So I just feel the Mercosur trade deal is bad for Irish agriculture, it's bad for Ireland, and should be opposed strenuously. Thank you, Chair.
Very much.